Well, obviously they're not going to show up here because they're not going to have any luck at recruiting, or probably be a slight chance. So why would they want to come and support what they say is their vision in the context, I guess, of supporting the troops? You know, we talked a little bit on the radio today about this, but I want to push you deeper on this. I want to get into this because this is one of these selling points. This is one of these political points. Everybody, as we were saying on the radio, everybody, all the politicians, they don't support the war, but they support the troops. Everybody's got to support the troops. Can you imagine if Obama stood up and said, well, actually, I don't support the troops. They've turned into a killing machine, an imperialist killing machine for the United States government. I really can't stand by that anymore. And they're being supported by a wide-ranging program of torture. What would happen? Would he get elected?
Well, actually, Obama not only has not said that, but he has said that we need to increase our troop strength and to make our military stronger. Well, I think that we need to make our military less stronger. We need to have a military that is for defense only, not strong enough to be able to embark on these wars of empire. And Obama, if Obama would say something like that, I would vote for him. You know, so, you know, maybe somebody with an alternative vision, not in our system that we currently have. Supporting the troops, I think, is an overreaction to a myth, to something that never happened. And it's been proven that that story about the baby kill, you know, the hippies calling a soldier baby killer and spitting on him is an urban legend. And now, however, now we have what they call an all-volunteer army, which is another myth. Yeah. The all-volunteer army is just a myth. But to say that the Democrats saying that they have to fund the war to support the troops, to me is as badly exploiting the troops as the Republicans exploit the troops. And my own opinion at this point is Casey got sucked into a corrupt system. You know, before George Bush, yes, but during the Clinton administration, we were regularly killing, bombing Iraq. We were supporting the sanctions. Over 2 million people died in that 12-year sanction period. So Casey got sucked up into a system that we know, at least since World War II, has been overtly beholden to the military-industrial complex. But now, in the 6th year of this war, why are soldiers still allowing themselves to be used 3, 4, 5 times their redeployments? When, you know, you'll notice the Bush twins are having weddings in Crawford, and not, the Bush family doesn't have to plan funerals for their family members. And I'm not saying that if it was a shared sacrifice that this war would be right or correct, or any war is right or correct, but we have to get over this perception in our country that being a soldier, a foot soldier for the empire is noble. Well, the purpose of the military is not only to defend empire, but to spread empire and to make the corporate empire safe, make other areas safe for the corporations to go in. And George Bush, he spoke in front of the Air Force Academy, I think, last week, and he said that, you know, this new military, you'll just be pushing a button like a video game, and you'll be able to, you know, do your job that way and drop your bombs, you know, by pushing a button, not by flying over, not by being on the ground. And this discussion in our country rarely focuses on Well, that might keep the button pusher safe, but like Dennis said, how many babies and artists and mothers and old people, children are going to be either killed or wounded and lives destroyed forever because of that pushing of the button. And there's a paradigm in America that says that we are the only ones in this world that deserve the oil, that deserve the food, that deserve security, and deserves prosperity, and the rest of the world doesn't deserve any of that. And until we become a society with a different paradigm that says, not only do we deserve these things, and we say that we deserve these things when we have the most homeless in the world here in America, where we have 45 to 50 million people without health care, when we have children that have to join the military instead of going to college, when we have people starving in our own streets. So it's only just certain people in America that deserve those things. And shall we call them the white Christians? So we really have to not only challenge our elected officials and our leadership to have a different paradigm, we need to have a different paradigm too. And we have to realize that, get away from this, if only this war had been managed better. Less Americans would have been killed and it would have been more palatable here at home. Well, we have to get out of that. There's no good war. This is the 21st century and we are still solving our problems by war. So we just have to talk to our children and say that, and something that I feel like I abrogated my responsibility as a mother was, being afraid for my son when he joined the Army, but not being afraid for the people he might be asked to kill. And that's what a lot of kids, the Casey's age, young people think, I'm invincible. It's never going to happen to me. But when you couch it into that, but are you willing to kill somebody else? And this isn't a video game, and this isn't a movie. When you shoot somebody or drop a bomb on them, they don't spring back to life when the director says cut. This is truly reality.